Hi, so as you know, I'm working with quite a lot of these things, and microwave oven transformers on other projects, and mostly what it consists of actually is taking off the top and extracting the primary coil, leaving the secondary coil in the horseshoe. But of course, once you do that, what you get is quite a lot of these things. So that's the bit that I'm using in the generator, and that's the secondary coil left in its horseshoe, and that's the bit we're going to use. But it leaves you with quite a lot of primary coils, and of course quite a lot of these steel bits that came off the top. Now, oddly enough, it turns out the resistance of this coil is round about 8 ohms. And that's not a surprise, it's quite a thick wire and there are lots of turns of wire. But once you hear 8 ohms, it makes you think, doesn't it? Because the resistance in this coil is also about 8 ohms. So that's really curious. So of course, having a load of these and wondering what I can do with them and knowing that they're about 8 ohms, it immediately makes you think, hang on a sec, how about making a speaker out of that? Now, in a normal speaker, the magnet is fixed and the voice coil in that magnet is made to vibrate, which vibrates the cone. There's not much chance of me trying to glue that to a cone of paper and hoping that the thing is going to vibrate, or surrounding the whole thing in a magnet. So how about we just stick that on its head? Let's fix the coil and make the magnets vibrate. Now, if we want to do that, of course, what we need to do is make it vibrate on something, and there's just an enormous choice of things you can do. Now, if you're watching the channel, you know I'm a bit of a magpie, and I came across a old door, an abandoned door, just covered in paint, falling to bits. I took it apart and discovered that it was in fact mahogany. It's a beautiful mahogany door. So I got all these lumps of mahogany and mahogany panels. So of course the very next thing I did was take some of the mahogany and make this out of it. So this is a mahogany panel from the front door, and this is one of the ledges of the door. And what I've done with it is I've actually thinned it out. So it's thicker at the bottom and thinner at the top. So it's like a great big mahogany reed. Now, a reed, if we vibrate it, is going to vibrate in high frequency at the top and low frequency at the bottom. So we're immediately looking at a speaker made out of a mahogany reed, which I thought was a really cool idea. Now, to make that, what we need to do is affix some magnets to it. So I got a lump of this steel and basically glue the lump of steel onto the back. And that's what we've got here. We've got our lump of steel glued onto the back. And here I've got 6 neodymium magnets. And those magnets, obviously, will stick to that steel. And I deliberately chose powerful magnets. There we go. And if we pop them on there, that is our arrangement. Now if we put the coil near to that and fix the coil, it should vibrate the magnets. And because the magnets vibrating should set this reed into vibration. So we should get a very nice speaker from it. So of course the very next thing to do, because it really is that simple to make, is to take it up and test it. It's set up, I've plugged it into this amplifier and it's going to be playing Bensound Buddy. Now, quite a lot of people don't like that, quite a lot of people do like that. I like it, I also like the fact that it's royalty free. So let's have a listen to Buddy through our wood speaker. Isn't that awesome? So all I've done is glue that coil a little bit away from those magnets. And obviously the coil is setting up a field like it does in a speaker. It's now vibrating the magnets, which is vibrating the wooden reed, which is why we're hearing the music. Now I love things like this and I'm always mucking around with that sort of stuff. But to be honest, I do collect an awful lot of these things, and Christmas is up and coming. So I was thinking I'm just going to give this away, actually. And if you want details on that, it'll be on the members channel. Anyway, that's how you go about making a wooden speaker. I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you very much for watching.